Namaste and a very warm welcome to all the children. I hope you're all ready for your English class today and are curious to know that what happened in the story of Marco Polo. Now children, as you know that last time we began with the story of Marco Polo and today we'll be continuing with that story. But before we continue, let's recapitulate what we read last time. Now, last time we read that Marco Polo was born in 1254 in Venice, Italy. We also read that when he was just 17 years old, he took his first voyage, that means first long journey by the ship, with his father Niccolo and his uncle Maffeo. It took him 3 years to reach China. Marco Polo always wanted to go to China and it took him 3 years to reach that place. Now, on his journey, while he was going to China, on the way, he met many people, learned about their culture, about their food, and he also saw many cities and sights. Like he saw the city of Jerusalem, and then he saw the mountains of Hindu Kush and the great Gobi Desert. When he reached China, he was very impressed by the Chinese cities. When he saw the luxury and the wealth of the Chinese cities, he was greatly impressed. And secondly, he was fascinated by the grandness, the way the court of Kublai Khan was, by the grandness and the greatness of Kublai Khan, how he ran his country so smoothly. He learnt the local language of China and then he became the messenger and spy of Kublai Khan. And during his time here in China, he visited many countries, he saw many people, many cities, and he also experienced the different kind of food. So now today we are going to move further from here. So come, let's continue with our story. Now, during his visits to different countries, Marco Polo learnt about different cultures, foods, and people. I have told you already about this. He saw many places and things that nobody from Europe had ever seen before. Nobody from Europe means from the place where Marco Polo had come. And where had he come from? He had come from Venice. From that side of the area, nobody had ever seen all these things what Marco Polo was seeing now. After traveling for 24 years, Marco, along with his uncle, decided to return to Venice. So, after 24 years, they finally decided to go back to their hometown, their home country, and that was Venice. They had left home in 1271 and finally returned in 1294. See, this is how Venice looked at the time of Marco Polo. A few years after returning home, Venice fought a war with the city of Genoa. Now, after few years, when they had come back, Venice, they had a war with the city of Genoa. Now, city of Genoa is also part of Italy. It is in northwestern part of Italy. Okay, Venice is in northeastern part and Genoa is in the northwestern part. So both these places they fought with each other. Marco was captured and put in a Genoese prison. So Marco was captured by the soldiers. He was arrested by the soldiers and he was put behind bars. Behind bars means he was put in the jail. Prison is a jail of Genoa. Okay, Genoese means like we are Indians, like we live in India. So we are Indians. So anything related to Genoa is Genoese. Genoese prison, Genoese food, Genoese people, like that. So now before we continue, let's read the difficult words. The first word that we came across was fought. Wall means to when you fight with each other using physical blows. Can you see in the picture how the one guy is punching the other one? When you use your body parts to hit the other person, that is physical blows. And weapons means your guns, anything, sword, like that. Next new word that you people came across was Genoa. Can you see in the map? It is written Genoa. That is where Genoa is located. It is also known as Genova. Genoa and Genova are the same thing. So Genoa or Genova is the port city and the capital of northwest Italy. Fine. And the people of Genoa are known as Genoese, and the things of Genoa are also called Genoese tea, Genoese prison, like that. Fine. Port city, like your Mumbai is the port city of India. That way Genoa is also the port city. That means a lot of trade takes place through ships here. The ships are parked here. Harbor is there. Okay. Another word that we read that was difficult was captured. Captured means to catch or to arrest someone. Can you see the man is captured in the jail? Can you see the man inside? He's trying to come out, but he's failing to come out. So that is captured. The next word is prison, a jail. The metal bars that are there in front of the man that are blocking him to come out. He's not able to come out because of them. That is your prison. Now see, Marco Polo was in the jail. Now what happened? He was released from the prison in 1299 and he was freed from the prison in 1299. He became a wealthy merchant. He probably started dealing in some cloth. He started selling and buying cloth, or he started selling and buying some other goods. We don't know what he was selling and buying, but he became a trader basically. He married a lady named Donata Bador. So he married a lady whose name was Donata Bador, and they had 3 children. He died on 8th January 1324 at the age of 70. So at the age of 70, Marco Polo died and was buried in the church of San Lorenzo in Venice. Now this is the picture of that church where Marco Polo was buried. And what was the name of the church? San Lorenzo. It was in the prison that Marco and a well-known writer of stories met a well-known writer of stories. Now it was here when Marco Polo was in the prison, he met a very well-known writer in the prison and they became friends. So Marco narrated detailed stories of his journey to the writer. So Marco started telling him complete elaborate stories of the places that he had visited, what kind of culture was there, what kind of people were there, and what food was there. He narrated everything to the writer, who wrote all the stories in a book called The Travels of Marco Polo. And this writer, he wrote everything in a book, and this book was called The Travels of Marco Polo. Now can you see the book on top? It became a very popular book. The book became very popular. It was translated into many languages and read throughout the Europe. Now translated means that this book was converted into many languages. Like for example, if a story is very popular in English, it is translated in Hindi also. That means it is converted in Hindi language also. In the same way, the Travels of Marco Polo book was also translated. It was also converted into many languages, and a lot of people read this book. It is said that Christopher Columbus, another explorer, was greatly inspired by the book. Children, the picture of Christopher Columbus is attached here. Now, Christopher Columbus, he was also another explorer. He also wanted to go to new places and find out more about them. So, Christopher Columbus also read this book and he was greatly inspired. Inspired means when something or someone, motivates you and tells you you can do it. You can do something and you can achieve something, that is called inspiration or inspired. So, this book inspired Christopher Columbus to go on travels, to explore the world, to find out more about the world, the places, the people, who was greatly inspired by the book. It is believed that he carried it along with him on his travels, and it is believed that wherever Christopher Columbus went, whatever travels he took, he used to carry this book with him. It was such an inspiration for him, okay? Because whenever probably he used to feel, I can't do this or I can't, go to this place, he used to open that book and read, and he used to get inspired and think that I can do it. Now, inspired, as I told you, to make someone feel that they want to do or can do something. Like this man is clapping, this boy is clapping, and he's inspiring you to listen to the whole chapter and try to understand it. Now, children, with this, we have reached the end of our chapter. I hope you enjoyed reading about Marco Polo. Now, children, one of the main reasons that Marco Polo is a very famous explorer is because his book was there. People were able to read about his travels. There have been many explorers, but he is the one who is very popular only because of his book. Okay? So, children, until next time, see you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.